Everybody, this is Gene here with EXOS. Thank you so much for joining me. We have another great week ahead of us. Hope you guys enjoy some sunshine this weekend. I know I did. Went out for that walk or hike, bike ride. It was beautiful. Today, you're going to need, of course, water, towel, and then I'm going to ask you to get that either chair, okay, or couch, something elevated. We're going to be doing a lateral pillar bridge with adduction. Okay? You also might need a yoga mat or a pad. Of course, shoes are optional, and always, if you'd like to add some music or some rhythm, you can. And also just keep that mindset ready, be open-minded, and of course, this is body weight only. If you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, now is the time to get that out. You can use that knee down. Make sure that knee is right below your hip, okay? And then I want you to make sure there's one straight line from the knee to the head, knee, shoulder, and head all in one line. And then from there, reaching across that leg, I just want you to open up as if you were trying to pull back a bow and arrow, and then just follow that hand with the head. Just a little bit of T-spine mobility back and forth. So I'll give you a little different angle here. Draw straight back. We're going to do 3 each side. Just nice and slow and controlled. Make sure you lock that hip in, lock that glute. And play with that balance a little bit as if you were on the 2x4. So 3 each side. Once you're done, knee that's down, stays there. Kick that foot out. Okay, kick that foot out nice and straight. From here, all I want you to do is rock your hips back, and your toe is also going to come up. So you're going to get a little adductor work. And then I want you to rock forward, stick that big toe into the ground, and push the heel up. So back and forth. We're going to go 3 times here. Rocking back and forth, driving that heel down. And then when I come forward, I push my toe into the ground, getting a little internal and external rotation. From here, let's go ahead and bring it to the feet. All we're going to do is get a little bit wider base. So we're trying to create somewhat of a triangle. I want you to reach down to one side, on that big toe, and then when you come up to the top, rotate and just push up to the ceiling. We're going to do this 3 times. Similar to that X pattern. Okay, we're just trying to get a little rotation. I want you to do this nice and slow. Okay, so nice and slow, reach down, drive up. Okay, same position. Now interlock those fingers, reach to the sky, and we're just gonna rotate that torso around that lower half. We're gonna go 3 times each way. Very nice. Good. Okay, from here, we're going to turn up the intensity a little bit. We're going to go into seal jacks. Looks like so. Okay, instead of up here. We're going to go into seal jacks for 20 reps, then jumping jacks for 20 reps. So on your own, here we go. Seal jacks. 20 reps, go ahead and get started. Just want to get those shoulders and arms in the mix. Set the tone for today. Now I go into my jumping jacks. You can keep your arms as tight as you want. They don't have to go big. You keep it nice and tight and pull straight down. Some little bit of elevation in core temp, body temp, the heart rate up, and relax. All right, shake it on out. Shake your head out, shake your hands. Go ahead and soften those knees. So what I mean by that is soften my knees, I'm up straight. Soften my knees and shift that weight to one foot. Okay, just I'm trying to put my indentation of my footprint into the ground. And with this foot, I want you to reach to 1 o'clock with the big toe. Reach out to 3 o'clock, then reach to 5 o'clock. Okay, you're gonna do this 3 times each, total of 9. Just a quick tap of that big toe, and you're all set. Okay, once you've done 3 each, shift to the other side. 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Really trying to own that position all the way from the ground up. That big toe, knee, right, and nose are all in one line. So I'm not up tall. I'm hunched over in this athletic position, reaching out to my clock. Go ahead and stand up once you're done. We're going to go into a nice, easy drop lunge. So go ahead and shove that foot in back of you, and we'll just drop straight into that hip, alternating, okay? 3 times each, so 6 total. We're still in this movement prep phase, so we're just trying to prepare the body for what's to come, okay? So 3 each side in that drop lunge. Nice and deep with the hips. Try to get that knee as low as you can without touching the ground. And back up tall. All right. Now, I want you to really practice getting that good hip hinge, setting that torso nice and straight. So same position as we did with the glute activation. Soft knees, drive those hips back. Okay, and then from there, I just want you to reach your arms straight out and then back up tall. We're going to do this for 6. Here we go. That's 2. Now my arms are just an extension of that trunk and spine. So I don't want to reach down here, right? I want to come up. Try to get those arms overhead. Nice and long, keeping those feet grounded. All right, so now that we've done a little bit of movement, we're going to get into a little bit of neural activation. So I'm going to ask you to start on 2 feet with your heels up, drop to 1 foot, okay? Opposite foot kind of stands out like a kickstand. And then I want you to shift. Let's do this for 6 on your own. Here we go. So drop, shift. Try to get it to that bottom position as quick as you can. On your own, go ahead and try this out if you haven't already. I'm going to do 2 more here. Here we go. Tall. Same thing, going the opposite way. Always loading that outside leg and driving laterally. Very nice. Go ahead and grab some water. Grab some water. So for this first block, we're going to do a little bit of plow mix. We're going to be doing some jumping, okay? I add a little rotation to it. So you're going to be jumping in a circle. So just these quarter jumps in a circle till you complete all the way around. Once you get 1 time around, you'll just go the opposite way. So it should be 4 total jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then switch. So 4 total one way, 4 total the other, be 8 all in all. Okay, let's go ahead and give that a try. Now, what's the biggest thing you want to pay attention to? A great way to emphasize body control is what are my arms doing? So make sure those arms are loading down, and then as you come up, you'll have a lot more control instead of staying here and then you're rotating too much. So make sure those arms are loading down as you load your hips and then coming up with that body control. Here we go. Let's give it a try. 4 each way, load down. Nice easy quarter. Load down. Quarter. 1 rotation, and then spin it back the other way. Go ahead and give it a try if you haven't already. Good. All right, now we're going to be on the ground. We're going to get into a little bit of separation. So, back is flat on the ground, knees are going to be up at 90. All I'm doing from here is I'm going to ground my elbows. So my arms are going to be locked into the ground. You can even extend your hands if you'd like. And doing a little side rocking. Big thing here is you want to snap back up to that top position. Okay, don't just try to rush to the middle. Check back into the middle, then go the opposite direction. Snap back up, check in, then the other way. Now you're only going to do 6, but make them quality. All I want to do here is create a little bit of separation between lower and upper body, as well as get that core activated and ready to go. All right, once you've done 6, we are going to bring it into a plank with rotation. Now we're going to do, a high plank with a little rotation at the top, 4 each side, in that pillar prep, back and forth, really trying to get some stability and length out of this top position. Nice and long, 4 each side, so 8 total. Give me a 1 second hold at the top, and then back down. Don't just rush through it and go to each side. Let's really get long and extended. Eight each. Sorry, 4 each, 8 total. That is it for block number 1. Starting from the top, let's get right into those rotational counter movement jumps. So remember, we're not going all the way 180. We're just going to that real quick 90-degree. All we're doing is rotating in place in a circle with that body control. If you'd like to, check in with the bottom and then jump. Check back in with the bottom, then jump. Make sure you load those hips. Nice smooth landing, just like that. All right, right into those hip rocking. Let's turn up the volume a little bit, okay? So we're gonna go 10 now, so 5 total each side. Really locking that upper body in and snapping the hips up tall. Try to keep that logo of your shirt pointed up to the roof. Arms are locked into the ground. Just a little bit of separation. Again, we're going 10 total reps, 5 each side. Very nice. Right into that high plank position with rotation. Now, if you'd like to, you can add a push-up. Biggest thing here is I want to add that T-spine range. Really challenge that T-spine range. And let's try to challenge some shoulder protraction through the ground. Okay, nice and long. Notice that my feet are rotating as well. Please do the same. Nice and long. Going 4 each side, 8 total. 8 total reps, 4 each side. So we're kind of priming for this next block. Here we go. Those big counter movement rotational jumps in place. Make sure you complete 4 each direction. Okay. And then switch it up. So 8 total. You can go continuous if you like. Meet yourself back facing the camera, whatever way you started, and then we're right into those hips rocking. Here we go. 5 total. We're going to keep that same rep scheme. Try not to let that knee, that lead leg, touch the ground. So don't just rest your legs on the ground and snap up. Try to create a little space between the ground and your knee just before it gets to the ground. Lots of core control, and then snap back to the top. Very nice. Last one. Last exercise here for this first block. Lock yourself in. Make sure that spine is nice and neutral. So tilt those hips, tuck that tail, and then drive to the floor, reach to the ceiling. Drive to the floor, reach to the ceiling. Nice and slow and controlled. Again, if you want it. Very nice. All right. Great job. Big strength block where we're getting a little bit of time under tension and holding at position. So first one, we're gonna start here where we started that pillow prep. So we're gonna get into that half kneeling position. So my knee is right below my hip. And then from there, we're just gonna lean forward as if I was going to accelerate. Notice how my back toes curl. Then I'm just gonna press 2 inches off the ground. Okay, and I'm gonna hold this for 10 seconds. A long count to 10 on your own. Once you've done 10 seconds here, we're gonna go into 10 reps, okay, of a reverse lunge. So get to my 10 seconds, then I go all the way down nice and flush into that nice, easy reverse lunge. This would be a time that you could add dumbbells or kettlebell. Really complements all that load beyond your body weight. Okay, so let me show you again. Right into that half kneeling position. Now from here, go ahead and lean forward as if I was going to run through this wall. Come up 2 inches. Okay, try to hold for 10 seconds. Trying to keep everything nice and still, like a statue. Come up to the top, and then complete 10 reverse lunges. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to get into that exercise that I talked about. We're going to need a chair or a couch, something elevated. If you don't have something that is elevated, that is fine. We can do something else. I'm going to use this mat here and the couch. So what I'm going to do is get into that lateral pillar position. And the more of my leg that is on the couch, the easier it's going to be. Less of my leg. If I only have my ankle hanging off, it's going to be a lot harder. So I'm going to put a little bit more here to start. Make sure this leg is tucked. And then I'm going to drive through the couch, getting to this tall position. And I'm only going to do 5 reps each side, but I'm going to hold for 2 seconds at the top. So come up nice and tall, hold for 2, back down. So I'm just driving those hips up tall and through that couch with the leg. 5 reps, hold for 2. Very nice. And switch it up, 5 each side. Drive up. And 5. Very nice. Now, if you're like, I don't have a chair or a couch, that's fine. Just come here, regular lateral pillar bridge, and you can create a little adduction just in place. All right. Now we're going to get into a little bit more of a dynamic push-up. So you'll do a push-up. As you come up, I want you to touch that shoulder, drop back down to a push-up, and then touch the other shoulder. So instead of going shoulder touches, then push-up, it'll kind of be in one motion. Let me show you real quick what I'm talking about. So all the way down, come up, grab that shoulder. Grab that shoulder. And we're going to do 10 here. Go ahead and give that a try if you haven't started already. 5 each side, 10 total. Now, if you're having trouble with that push-up, okay, please feel free to go off the knees. Okay, you can do the same movement off the knees as you can with knees off the ground. All right, right into that first movement. Let's go. So, half kneeling position. Drive forward like I'm going to accelerate through this camera. Come up 2 inches. Big 10-second hold. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come up nice and tall. 10 reps on that same leg. Open up those hips on this Monday afternoon. get that week started like you want. Very nice. All right. Other leg, half kneeling. Drive forward. Drive through the ground, okay? You should be locked in here, okay? So if I came on the side of you and tried to push you, or if a gust of wind came, my hips pointed up, and now I'm adding into a different exercise. It's always good to be able to move with you. So I feel what you're feeling. We can all go through this together. Here we go. Right into that push-up with shoulder tap. Go down. Create a little speed. Perfect. Beautiful. We're going to get into our last set here. Last set of the second block. Then we got a nice little finisher to complement this Monday. Here we go. So take that drink. Wipe yourself down if you need it. Just give you another angle here. So half kneeling. Drive forward. Make sure when you drive forward, that full foot is on the ground, right? So my big toe, heel. Come up for 10. Nice long 10. As if I was creating a ton of force through the ground to be able to drive forward. And then I'm just going to stand up tall. And then right into that reverse lunge. 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Same thing, opposite side. Nice half kneeling position. Tuck that tail. Drive forward as if I was going to run through a wall. All that force through the foot. Come up. When you're ready for 10-second hold at the bottom for long 10 seconds. When you can't hold anymore, come to the top. 10, all the way through that movement. Beautiful. All right. Come on, let's finish this lateral pillar bridge the right way. I'm sure you already felt it already, but that inside part of your leg, those adductors, you're really feeling it on this exercise. Try to keep that chest forward and not pointed up to the roof. Okay, so really try to direct traffic. Keep it pointed in the direction you want to go. Beautiful. Switch it up. All right. Last set here of that shoulder tap or shoulder touch, push up with shoulder touch. 5 each side. Let me give you a little demo here. I'll go from the knees this set. So, big push up here. Create a ton of momentum to the top. And I touch that shoulder. Left hand, right shoulder. Right hand, left shoulder. Beautiful. Beautiful. That does it for our last set. Like I promised, we're going to finish with a little treat. So we're going to do a little Tabata action. We're going to do basically 2 different movements. One of the movements we're going to be alternating sides. So first movement, that same position that we started the day with, the big triangle position, You're just gonna be lunging side to side while my right hand is touching my left foot, vice versa. So I'm just kind of doing the speed skater Apollo Ono position, back and forth for 20 seconds, resting 10. Then I'm gonna get into a little downward dog action. So I will drive those hips up. The only thing is, I'm gonna kick one leg up and then drive forward. So similar to kind of like a mountain climber, I'm just gonna add that hip flexion. And we're only gonna do right side on for 120 seconds, and then seconds we'll go back, and then we're gonna go to the left side. So right leg first, then left leg. Let me show you again. Big downward dog position, keep true. And it's continuous. And then we will switch to the other side. So big Tabata finish. Here we go. On this clock, 3, 2, 1, triangle position. Lunging side to side, big lateral lunge, creating that good X, meeting back at the top. Lots of reps here.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right, right into that downward dog position. We got 10 seconds to rest. Now, we're only going one side. So
3,
we're on that right leg.
2, 1,
Drive up, come through. Really try to drive your head through the hands.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Very nice. All right, switching it up to the other side. So stay down there. Okay, so if you did both legs,
3,
you're supposed to do one leg at a time.
1,
Drive up,
go.
come through.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Very nice. Up on your feet, right into that speed skater. So, get your triangle position.
3,
Then point those toes forward.
1,
Here we go. Come on.
go.
Side to side. Come on. Lots of reps here.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Very nice.
3, 2,
Another angle here.
1, go.
Drive up. Kick.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Ooh, very nice. Those 10 seconds go quick. Here we go. Other side. Let's go.
3,
Finish
2,
this Monday off
1,
right.
go. Three, 2, 1, rest.
Very nice. Real tall. Ooh, shake it out. Starting to get tough.
3,
Lock it in. Here we go. Side to
1,
side.
go.
Let's finish strong. Finish this Monday like you want.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Come on. Right into it. Keep that technique.
3, 2, 1, go.
Nice and long. You can go slow or as fast as you'd like. Okay? It's all up to you what you want to accomplish or where you are at.
3, 2, 1, rest.
If those are too tough, I just want you to hold this top position for 20 seconds. Okay?
3,
There's always a way.
2, 1, done.
Very nice. All right, team. That was phenomenal. Oh, I am definitely sweating. If you'd like to continue walking or moving, I always like to end and start, okay, just with some gratitude, thanking you for being here. And one thing I like to keep in mind, it can be tough just going off your body weight. I'm sure some of you have ordered kettlebells or bands. Just keep in mind that focus and that flow and you moving, those are all very beneficial things beyond any gym can provide. So the gyms are great. I love the gym. I love our gym. But I think being able to move in any given space says something about your character and mindset. And I think that can go a long way and carry you into just an even better performer, movement-wise, quality of how you understand your body. So I challenge you to continue learning a lot about your body without that load. And if you do have it, that's all the better. I'm going to end today just with that, since we did go way over our time. I wish you guys a great rest of your Monday. Continue to move, okay? Continue to be prepared. Continue to come to class. It's gonna get more challenging as the weeks go. And thank you so much for the opportunity. Mahalo, and see you tomorrow.